In today's humble opinion, I give up. It's fucking Grav. Grav is the other survival sandbox game in the March bundle and was developed and published by Bitmonster Incorporated. I'm honestly at a loss for what to say about survival sandboxes at this point, and apparently so are the developers. I mean, I'm pretty below amateur status when it comes to business, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to figure out what you can do to make your product stand out from the rest and not just fucking, oh well, you just bought the same old shit, haha. So, I'm in a weird spot as someone who gives reviews. When I started these videos, I wanted to try and make each criticism geared towards the game itself and not comparing it to others that are like it, but fuck, if they're gonna do it, so am I. The quality of Grav rests somewhere between Rust, which I despise with a passion, and Ark Survival Evolved, which was at least palatable. It's not god-awful, but it's not the next big hit either. There were a few things that I actually liked about it. The graphics, for instance, were absolutely spectacular, even after I got tired of the frame drops that plague a good portion of the people who played and turned off all the fancy effects. I'm also glad that it wasn't super realistic and gritty like similar titles seem to try and make themselves. It's a style that makes it feel fun and manages to capture a balance between being immersive and still causing you to marvel at it. I also appreciate the dedicated single-player experience. There's no finding an empty world or forcing yourself to figure out how to run a private server. There's just a nice, neat little button at the top of the menu that lets you say fuck you to PvP, and I love it. Then there's the fact that you can build guns at the beginning of the game, which is the best thing I've ever witnessed in a game of this nature. I can only club shit for so long before my arms get tired. The rest of what I like are unfortunately tied into things that I don't particularly care for. I think the animations are cool with their neon swishiness, but every time I watch my character dance at a campfire, there's a part of me that dies a little bit on the inside because of how quirky everyone must think it makes the game. But then again, I'm a stick in the mud. Also, while I appreciate the depth that the game offers, like all of the elemental bullshittery and the whole leveling up your shit thing, I couldn't help but feel like it was all thrust upon us in one go, without any sort of helpful guidance. It showed me how to build it and how to use it, but then it asked me to make something with it, and that wasn't an option. So I tried leveling it up because it said that you unlock the ability to craft new things when you level it up, but nothing happened. Maybe it was a blueprint, which, by the way, fucked the blueprint system. Ain't nobody got time for that. Then there's a class leveling system, which is an awesome concept, but I can't figure out how to make that work, so fuck it. And because I'm feeling particularly nitpicky, here are a few logical inconsistencies that salted my butter. Why is there a planet in the background with an entire galaxy in the foreground? Why come when I'm low on stamina, I gotta dance to get it back? How come I can craft super high-tech crafting shit without any sort of high-tech aid, but when I build the high-tech crafting shit, I can only use it to make rusty weapons and rotting wooden armor? And on an unrelated note, how the fuck do I get my little generator buddy down from this wall? I didn't put him there. Why is the only option LOL kill yourself? Grav is a game that I wouldn't spend more than $15 on, so I can't recommend grabbing it for the average store price of $19.99. I'd say wait until it goes on sale for something more reasonable, like $6.79 or lower. It's an okay game most of the time, but it just doesn't have the same solidity and polish that a lot of other titles have. Grav also suffers from a high initial investment in order to obtain all of the cool stuff that it advertises having. In a game where its biggest strength is its futuristic space style and the spectacular elements that such a world holds, I feel like having the fun part of that locked away does it a disservice. At the same time, it does a halfway decent job at being enjoyable, and for that, it earns a 6 out of 10 in gameplay. In terms of value, it's obviously going to take a heavy hit. It's not a strong title to begin with, but the fact that it was bundled with another game of the same genre buries it at a 3 out of 10 in value. With an average score of 4.5, it earns a C-. Oh god, here comes a burp. That was more than one burp.